Hello friends, I'm back. I am terrible at being active on YouTube, but here I am. I have now been LARPing for over a year, and I wanted to record this video actually after E4 last year. That's event 4 of Empire LARP. I published a video last year about my first impressions about LARP, so if you haven't seen that, you should probably have a look, or else you might be a little bit confused about what I'm talking about in this video. But if you are like me and you love the confusion of the world, stay tuned. Right, so I'm gonna try and recap a little bit about how I felt over 2025 in general, and answer some of the questions that maybe I had in the previous video, and am I now a professor of LARP? Do I have a black belt in LARP at this point? Who knows? I don't. Get ready for stream of consciousness and trying to remember back to 2025. Luckily, I have notes with me on my Mac right here. Not sponsored by Apple, but hey, call me. I'm gonna start by talking about my character. First of all, after a few events last year, I decided to change the name of my character, because originally I wanted her to be called Ylva, with a Y-L-V-A, and it's because it's one of my favorite Scandinavian names, but people struggled to remember it or struggled to pronounce it, and it just didn't feel right. So I changed it to Eva, E-V-A. Because it would be easier for people to pronounce and easier for me to explain. I just wanted something simple, something short, and it's great that you can change your name, and they make that really easy for you. So I'm happy that I was able to do that. I did change a bit of my kit. So I'm playing a Kalaveesa Mystic, so most of my kit is black, which is great. I mean, it's my favorite color. And everything is black. It's a lot of feathers. It's lots of makeup and paint on the face, all these kind of things. So it's definitely staying on the same line as that, but it's getting more and more extreme. I think I feel like every event I want to upgrade my kit, even if it's just like a couple of more feathers or a couple of more paint on the face. Now she has neck tattoos. Now she has like a hair piece with like feathers and stuff. It's a lot, and I'm also doing some more upgrades for this next event. So I don't know where this is gonna end. It's gonna be some intense 90s goth vibe at one point, but I also want to be practical, and I also hate the heat, so I'm trying to not layer up too much when it comes to the kit. But I'm just having so much fun, and I think I'm living my truthful emo gothic teenage life through my character, which is amazing. It's given me everything, and it's given me excuses. It's giving me excuses to have my nails done in a really like gothy way. It's giving me excuses to do some really elaborate makeup, and you know, who doesn't love some tattoos? Because of my profession in real life, I'm an actor. I can't really have many tattoos. So I am just living my absolute best life at LARP, which is what LARP is to me, really. It's like even more so now. It's become even more of like a haven, a free space. Like, I would not give up LARP for anything, probably. I mean, my husband is aware. My husband knows that the LARP weekends are holy. I mean, it's like my religion at this point. So, yeah, it would be very difficult for me to give up a LARP weekend, because it's literally just my favorite place to be at the moment. So yeah, that's a development for sure. I mean, I was, of course, last year, the first event I spoke to you guys about being, it shocked me, like, it was a bit shocking to me, and, you know, it was, I hadn't prepared myself for it, or I don't know if you can prepare yourself for it, but it's just, with time, it just gets more and more, you get so invested. It's crazy. I dream about LARP, I think about LARP, I want to speak to people about LARP, and as we all know, we've been in this section between September and April in the LARP calendar, which we call the Long Dark in the kind of Empire world, and it really is the Long Dark, because it's so long without being able to go to a LARP. I'm sure there's many other LARPs out there that you could do, but Empire specifically, and it's a lot. So when I ran into someone the other day, just randomly, and it turned out I went to Empire, I could almost burst out crying because I was like, oh my god, let me just talk to you about it for a bit. Stay, I must talk to you about this LARP for a bit. And yeah, so they probably will never want to see me in the field, but hey, he's gotta be you, you know? That was my character, the basic things of my character's like name and kit and stuff. I want to talk a little bit about my character's journey, trying to like find out what she wants to do on the field, which I find very overwhelming. Of course, I am a mystic, and I am in Wintermark, and there is some amazing gameplay in Wintermark with the mystics. We are an amazing group of people, and it's very much guided and led by something called the Unnamed School of the Mystics. Shout out to all the amazing people there, and of course, the shaman. The shaman! He's incredible. I'm only gonna refer to people by their in-character names, as I haven't actually spoken to anyone about whether or not they want to be, you know, revealed on this little video. So I'm just gonna refer to him as a shaman. But the player who plays the shaman is incredible and creates so much game, and particularly for new players and also more seasonal players like I am now after like a year in. But hey, so yeah, the mystics have lots of stuff they can explore and do, but I am one of those people who I like to be busy at LARP. I like to do time in at 6 o'clock and run off to like meet 200 people or go to meetings, or, you know, so I'm trying to find my path, and I am now navigating into the ambassador kind of game. Eva is very passionate and very ambitious about trying to become involved with the Jotun in ambassadorship, and that is a journey that she is trying to embrace, and very much drawing from the fact that she is a mystic, because that is very connected to that. As I said, I can't get into details about the plot because I would be here forever and you guys would have left a long time ago, but for sure there's some super exciting things going on in her plotline, and I do very much think that this is her path. I mean, I love the sound of my own voice, so of course I want to be some kind of you know, person in the game that gets to announce something or have opinions that other people need to listen to, whether or not they like it or not. So hey, it's the curse of the actor. But I just, you know, it's something that I love. Then I must also do another shout out to the person who plays the ambassador of the Suma Republic. They have really also helped me on my journey, on Eva's journey, and they've been extremely helpful to navigate the ambassador game. So yeah, thank you for that. Again, there's just so many amazing people on this field, like endless people, endless amazing people. I have not, and that's over a year in, I still have not run into someone that I don't like. And that's pretty unique, because there's 4,000, 5,000 players. There, you know, there ought to be some bad eggs, but I haven't found them yet. So that, you know, let's see where that goes. I might have jinxed it. But yeah, so I feel like her journey is definitely clearer to me. I have also dived into her other section, which I wanted to include music in my character, because I am a singer, and I really wanted to include that, and I have been able to do that, especially in rituals, and I wanted to connect it with magic, which was something that was a goal for me, and I feel like that is also coming together. And for some reason in my everyday life, I can't write songs for shit, but when it comes to Empire, I am so inspired, and I have so many ideas for songs. So I've already written quite a few songs for Empire, which is crazy. I mean, it only took a made up, you know, make-believe world for me to even believe that I had some kind of ability to do that. So yeah, I don't know what that says about me. Probably more therapy, but, you know, hey, LARP is my therapy. Then I wanted to talk about camping, because, you know, in Empire LARP, you camp in a tent, or you can camp in a tent. Most people do. I don't. Still don't. I still don't sleep in a tent. Yes, everyone, I am still at a travel lodge. So we have a big tent now. One of my hallmates and my sweet, sweet friend Koski has gotten himself his own tent, which has made life very easy for us. And what is amazing about it as well is that our hall has expanded. It's not just me and my friend Koski. I have also now my best friend from Norway has joined us, and that just makes me so happy that we can share that journey together. We used to go to medieval festivals, we've gone to Comic-Cons for many years, and now I feel like in our 30s, this is just incredible to do together, so that's very exciting. She is brave and amazing and sleeps in the tent. I don't. And my friend Koski doesn't. Sorry for like calling you out there, but it's not just me. So yeah, I still don't sleep in the tent. I just find that I really, really, really need to charge my batteries outside of the field. And I know that there's an out of character area you could have slept, but I feel like I get so anxious thinking about if my sleep's gonna be affected, and I'm super sensitive to temperature, and I am, yeah, many things, many issues with it. But I am hoping that 2026 is the year where I might sleep in the tent. I mean, you heard it here, everyone, but who knows? Because I am afraid that I'm missing out of certain things like really late at night, and it is stressful to sometimes get up extremely early because I'm not taken to the battlefield, but my friend is, so of course we have to be there for his time into the battlefield, which means that I have to be up very early. And also because I am useless and don't drive a car, so he is the one who drives the car, so I better just get myself in that car at the time that he wants to. And yeah, I'm hoping that maybe 2026 is gonna be a tent year for me, but I don't know, everyone. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So last year, our hall was called Hall of Huldra, and it was me and my friend, and then our friend from Norway joined us, and actually this year we're gonna have another friend of mine joining, so we're gonna be 4 people in the hall. Oh my days, it's growing, and we have decided to change the name. So from 2026, we are going to be called Raven Tree Hall. And we wanted to do that because we wanted the name of the hall and the banner and the everything to represent a little bit more what that hall is about. And it's actually kind of a story where everyone in the hall are siblings. They're half siblings. We all share the same father, but we all have different mothers. So Raven Tree was kind of a symbol of all these birds coming together around this one unit, which is the tree, which is the family, which is the blood, which is everything that we are. But we are like scattered ravens anyway. We do different things. We are different people, but we kind of come together. And there's an amazing banner that's gonna come out this year, and I will show it to you guys as soon as I can. And yeah, super exciting. My hall of siblings are growing. I had some great suggestions for names, which were probably not very family friendly, but you know. Our dad, he has been around the block, so I thought that should be reflected in the name, but it was not voted through, everyone. It didn't pass. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. I just absolutely love having our little hall together, and I love that we are all siblings. What is incredible about Empire is that you go there, or at least how I experience it, I go there with my friends that I know really well and I see almost every day, and we say hi at Empire and we scatter all separately because all of our characters have such different journeys and different paths. So we try to organize, like, you know, we're gonna meet at this time here, or maybe we'll have some food together, or, you know, we're gonna go to this event together. But honestly, it's really difficult to hang out as like a group, because unless you are on the exact same path in your stories, which very rarely you are, you know, it's hard to see each other, to catch each other. So I want to try and make more of like, you know, at this time the family must meet, so that we can actually see each other and catch up a bit. You know, because as you know, the moment you lose someone at Empire, you struggle to find them again, because it's just massive. And it's not like you can just pick up your phone and give them a call in the middle of the field, because that would ruin it for everyone, wouldn't it? So yeah, it's one of those things. It's one of those things. I think I average around 20,000 steps a day, walking around trying to find people that I'm looking for. But that is part of the game. And it's great. It's great. And that also reminds me that I changed my shoes. Yes, I walked in with some shoes that were like kind of normal boots with a little bit of a heel. They couldn't take it. They broke within the first 2 events. So now I have some rain boots, waterproof rain boots by the brand Viking. That's very random that it is Viking. Has nothing to do with me being Scandinavian or Wintermark not being Vikings. It's that I just randomly found them on Vinted. So they are a good shout, and I am so thankful for those boots. They are incredible. Do they look amazing with the outfit? No. But there are more important things, and it's to last the whole weekend. So then I wanted to talk about something that I addressed in my previous video, and that was a little bit about being overwhelmed and socially burned out and hiding in the tent. Am I still hiding in the tent? No, I don't think I am hiding in the tent as much. However, I have discovered something that is very, very useful for me, and it's called a pre-LARP tent nap. That's what I just called it now, so that's what it's called now. Because my dear friend Lucy, she sleeps in the tent, so she has this like sleeping cot that she bought from Amazon. So when we get there on the Friday, I actually, as soon as we've set up everything, I actually take a nap. I sleep for probably about 1 or 2, sometimes 3 hours to charge up and get ready for time in at 6. It has been super, super useful for me because I usually in my everyday life work quite late nights. So even on the Thursday, I will get home late and then I'll have to get up really early. So I'm exhausted and I don't want to start my weekend off by being exhausted. So that little nap is just amazing. And there's something about waking up in that field as well. Knowing where you are, and yeah, it's good times. It's good times. So that nap has been super important to me, and I'm gonna definitely continue doing that nap. I know my hall members roll their eyes at me and think I'm useless. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's important. If you have some things for your mental health or for your social batteries that you need to do, you do them. Haters gonna hate. They don't actually hate me, but you know, they kindly bully me, which is very nice. I love that. It's all with love. It's all with love. And yes, I actually during LARP this year had quite a lot of problems with heat. I find April no problem at all, September amazing, and then June and July more difficult. So I didn't go to E3 this year, last year, which was in July, because I didn't think I could do it either economically, time-wise, or with the heat. I did the June one, which was pushing it for me. I'm trying to figure out how I can stay cool and how I can reduce my kit so that it is less warm, because of course it's black, it's feathers, it's fur, it's that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to do like a summery version, and as it's nice when it's warm-ish, but it makes me very anxious, and I'm very sensitive to temperatures. Not cold, actually. That cold is good. The cold never bothered me anyway. Heat is difficult, which is completely opposite to my best friend. She absolutely loves the heat. She's like a snake, and she's just like beaming. So we are very different. I think she's more worried about like the cold nights of April or potentially September. But yeah, that was an issue for me this year. But actually, the place where I experienced the worst situation was actually at another LARP. Yes, I have gone to another LARP. I went to Hoist the Colors, which is a pirate LARP, and I have nothing bad to say about that LARP. It was amazing. It's a much, much smaller LARP. It's like about 60 players, and it's pirate vibes. It is sea shanty singing. It is liar's dice. It's incredible. Like, it's fantastic, and I absolutely love that type of world. And my character, Jamie Jones, was very excited to be there. Marty was not so excited to be there because it was in end of June last year, or even beginning of July, I can't remember, and it was over 30 degrees. And it's in this open field, and it was quite an uncomfortable experience for me. So I actually had a bit of a breakdown. Yes, we all can have breakdowns, where I ended up just crying loudly in a bush and had to go home on the Saturday. So I came on the Friday and I went home on the Saturday. Didn't stay till Sunday. And that's okay. I say that to myself. I say that to everyone. It's okay. And it doesn't mean that I didn't have a great time, because I only have fond memories of it. But it was also some amazing, amazing people that I've recently, after this, have also said hello to in Empire. But it was just too warm for me. I couldn't do it, and I didn't have a good time in the heat. And that's okay. Again, nothing to the LARP. It was fantastic. It was so cool. I highly recommend people going. I mean, there's only one Hoist the Colors left, actually, so it's probably a bit difficult to get tickets. But it is what used to be iLARP, which I think now is called Feast Your Eyes, but I could be wrong. But their events at the Eversley site is so much fun. It's a lot of fun. So I highly recommend it. It's just, this gal here was very bad with the heat, so I'm no true pirate. I would have done it really poorly in the Caribbean. So yeah. On the topic of mental health, I want to also talk about quickly body dysmorphia, or when it comes to photos being taken of you on the field, or photos being taken of me on the field. So when I do these videos, I always think like, oh, I wish I could show you the kit that I was wearing comparing to the kit that I'm doing. But I have just found myself being really self-conscious about having photos taken of me, and I'm always a bit like that. I know that sounds a bit weird because I'm an actor, but it's true. It's not my favorite thing. But I do really want to try and get some proper photos taken of me this year, so that I have something to reference to, so that I have something to look back at, you know, because now my LARP library is just a lot of like random photos of like in a tent, or you know, something of that I bought, or you know, I want to be able to reference my character and my friends' characters, and as they change, you know, I can reference back and see old kits and upgrades and stuff like that. So I do want to try and get some proper photos taken of me this year, and you know, I can do it. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, because it's, oh, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna think of it like, it's not me, it's Eva who's having her photo taken. Not that she would know what a photo is, but yeah, okay, however I'm gonna frame this, it is my goal. And I think it's really important to try and push yourself a little bit when it comes to these things. I know everything about that because I have so many things that I have to push myself to do, because I think my most natural self is probably someone who just sits in silence with headphones on and speaks to no one. Which doesn't get you that far. I mean, it's incredible to charge your batteries like that, but also I feel like then I will be missing out on some things. So yeah, I'm gonna try and push myself to do that, and it's okay, you know? It's okay if you don't like your photos, and it's okay if you're not comfortable being photos being taken of you. Another part of why I had a bit of a breakdown at Hoist the Colors was that actually halfway through I realized that I was really uncomfortable of photos being taken of me. And that was not due to anyone else, because at the beginning of Hoist they ask if because there's lots of photographers around, of course, and they take these amazing photos of everyone, and it's just all good vibes, and they ask you if you are comfortable with it, and I was saying yeah, no problem at all. And then for some reason, as I got through the first few days, and with the heat and with everything, I think I was just so anxious at one point that I just also got so paranoid that there were so many photos of me and I didn't have control of what they look like. This is all my own stuff that I have always struggled with and that I probably always will struggle with, but it just got very heightened by the fact that I was also struggling with the heat and everything else. So I had to go poor photographers. I mean, I have no idea if you will ever be watching this little video on YouTube, but if it was you and I told you kindly after you had taken photos of me for literally 24 hours and then I said, please delete every photo with me in it, I am so sorry. Thank you for being understanding. I was being very unreasonable and thank you. It was a lot. It was a lot. It wasn't top 10 amazing moments for me as a person, but still nothing bad to say about the LARP, and everyone was just so understanding and so incredible. So yeah, thank you so much again for that. Hoist the colors, everyone. Then I wanted to talk about plans for 2026. Of course, first LARP is coming up in April. I am so excited! I don't know about you guys, but as soon as spring comes here to the UK, it just reminds me of one thing, and it's LARP. Because it's that feeling of going in the field and it's like sunny, but it's, I mean, knock on wood, it's sunny. I mean, there's also something called April showers, which might happen, but I've only had really good sunny experiences for April, so please. So of course the first Empire in April is coming up and I am incredibly excited. Then I will of course attend the June one. The July one I'm not entirely sure about yet. It's a bit up in the air. There is a chance I will only do 3 out of 4. Again, for the heat, for the time, and also for money. Also, my own life is quite busy, so it's about trying to find a time and place for everything. But then again, September, of course, 100%. There are so many little LARPs that I've also wanted to look into. I mean, Second Breakfast looks amazing. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, so it's something that is very enticing. There is also some Game of Thrones type of LARPs out there, which I know is quite difficult to get into, and you have to apply and then they cast you for a character. A part of me think that sounds incredible and amazing, and I would be so invested. So that is another thing that I'm looking at. Then, of course, it's Menhir's Fate, which is a new Fest LARP, and they just recently won quite a lot of awards at LARPCon, so congratulations to Menhir's Fate. I have not been yet. I don't know if I will go. It's another big commitment because it's also another, I think, 3 events this year. It was 4 for them last year, but I think they've gone down to 3 this year. The thing is, I feel like I never get enough LARP. So there is a chance that I might dabble in some Menhir's Fate, but that depends on how the year, things that happens this year. And also whether or not I can convince my friends to join me at Menhir's Fate, which I may or may not be successful at doing. We all just have such an amazing love for Empire. It really is amazing. And 2026, everyone, Empire has their new site. Yes, Profound Decisions has bought their own land and they're now going crazy on it. Hopefully. And I am so excited. It's like I can't wait. The fact that we're gonna go somewhere new in April that I know nothing about. There are of course things that are like sad about not being at Dadford, but then hey, if you miss Dadford, Menhir's Fate, they're taking over Dadford. So that's also going to be really cool to see what they are doing with the space there. But yeah, new space. Super excited. Is around Cambridge, which is really fun for me. I mean, I live London, so it's very similar commute, but it's great. It seems amazing. I am, of course, sad about maybe losing some trees, but I know that they're planting trees and they've already planted some trees. They're probably going to plant more, but I'm super excited about maybe permanent buildings, the stuff that they can create there now that they kind of have their own freedom of the space. So I am super happy for Profound Decisions, and I'm super happy for all of us LARPers who are going to be heading into 2026 with a new site. Yeah. The most beautiful baby. Beautiful baby. You must be in every video.